What if who you thought you were was actually blocking the law of attraction, and who you thought you were isn't actually who you even are? This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this video. Alright, so psychologists tell us that up until about the age of 6 years old, your mind is like a bowl. All of the outside influences are just entering it, and we have no ability to really truly form our own ideas and reject things. In other words, up until the time you're about 6 years old, you're in a totally passive subconscious state. And psychologists say that much of our life is formed in that ages up to 6, and then there's other people that say it's up till about the ages of 18. And every thought, belief that you have is actually firing brain cells. And there's a term in neuroscience called Hebb's law that says that brain cells that fire together wire together. So your brain actually wires together as well. And a lot of neuroscience believes that literally by the time you're 18 years old, roughly, your entire brain is formed. Now, that's really interesting, because the question is, well, what if the way that our brain was formed wasn't the way we wanted it to be formed? What if you grew up in a house that struggled financially, or even had a lot of money but was always stressed about money? Well, that energy, those ideas, those belief systems are going to be imprinted on you. What if you don't want to struggle financially, or what if you don't want to be stressed about money even if you have it? What if both of your parents didn't have an overwhelming level of self-confidence? What do you think is going to happen to you? What if your parents had certain struggles in their relationships, and you saw them divorce or break up in a bad situation, and unconsciously you associated love with pain? Well, that would make sense why relationships are difficult to come by or keep. See where I'm going with this? Literally what's happened is our entire mindset of how our reality works, who we are, and what's possible in our life has been created by other people. And that's why I always talk about my success hypnosis. I started hypnotizing myself 6 years ago. I always say brainwash yourself before the world does. And the world, guess what, has already brainwashed us. It's just that we need to re-brainwash ourselves the way that we want. It's said that the placebo effect is true 70% of the time. So literally what's happened is our brain has been wired in a certain way, but we have the ability to rewire it any way that we want, but we aren't aware of how to actually do that, or that we even can do that. So what I invite you to do is I invite you to ask yourself, are my limitations real? Is the story that I'm telling myself even true? Think of what you want in your life right now. Think of the things that you desire in your life right now, and then ask yourself, why don't you have them? And whatever comes up for why you don't have them, my guess is that isn't even true. It's just a story that either you were told or you've been telling yourself for a long enough time that you're starting to believe that. And because the placebo effect, because your thoughts influence your brain and create your reality, that reality has become a reality, and it's not even true, that you might be living an illusion. And the cool thing is, it's called an illusion for a reason. It's an illusion. It's a hallucination from our consciousness projected onto reality. You're hallucinating that you can't make more money. You're hallucinating that you can't attract your soulmate. You're hallucinating that there's no good guys out there. You're hallucinating that there's no great women out there. You're hallucinating that you can't grow your income, live in your dream home, have your dream car, live the life you truly want, feel comfortable in your skin, feel excited about your life. You're hallucinating that. And somebody might say, yeah, but you don't understand. You're hallucinating. Why would you build resistance in your own life? And what I'm inviting you to do is take a huge breath right now. Open your mouth and smile and take in this truth. Any idea other than you having what you want is a hallucination. That you aren't capable of what you want is a hallucination. And somebody said, yeah, well, that may be so, but there are some people that just can't have a good life or something like that. Why would you believe that, first of all? Even if that were true, which it's not, why would you believe that? Why would you take on that belief system? And I'm inviting you to consider that you're capable of way more than you think you're capable. Isn't that exciting? Doesn't that feel good? Comment that down below. I am capable of more than I believe. Comment that down below. I am capable of more than I believe. You are capable of more than you believe. Comment that down below. And what does that mean? Like, really think about that. What does that mean for you personally? That you're capable of more than you believe? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for your family? What does that mean for your freedom, for your time, for your perfect day, for your life, for the rest of your life? Because newsflash, we're only here for a little while. The life expectancy is approximately 72 years. And what I'm inviting you to consider is that any idea for that limited blimp and glimpse of time that you're alive, any idea that creates resistance for you creating the life that you want is a hallucination. It's like spiritual amnesia. We just woke up and we have amnesia, and we have amnesia in that we believe all these limitations and we forget who we are. You're forgetting who you are. You're forgetting that this thing is a garage that's housing your soul, and your soul is spirit energy, is consciousness that creates this entire reality. It has no limitations. You can live in infinite possibilities, and through that spirit, you can manifest and create anything that you want. But the first thing that you have to do is you have to actually start to develop and start to live into those possibilities and stop the hallucinations that you're limited, that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're too fat, that you don't know enough, that you've failed too many times, that you're too skinny, that you're too old, that you're too young. No, that's not who you are. Comment down below. I am capable of more than I believe. So while you're watching this, remember in school when you used to daydream, or at least I used to daydream, and I'd sit in class and my eyes would be open and my teacher would be there, and I got good at it, right? She thought that I was listening, but I wasn't listening. I was just daydreaming, primarily about basketball at the time when I was in school. But use that power while you're sitting here right now, while your eyes are open, while you're listening to me. Take a deep breath and start daydreaming. What's really possible in your life? If instead of you brainwashing yourself that you're not good enough or smart enough or that you're limited by this, if instead you fell in love with the possibilities that your dream can come true, think of the ways that it can happen. That's exciting, isn't it? And this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and today I just want you to remember that you're more powerful than you believe that you are. Comment that down below. I am more powerful than I believe. So what is really possible for you if you are more powerful than you believe? Today I invite you to take one massive step of action into that possibilities, into those dreams. One massive step of action today that you haven't done because you've convinced yourself that it's either not worth it because you're not good enough or smart enough or your dream isn't possible, or because you didn't think your dream was possible so you didn't do anything anyways. What's one big step of action that you can take? Remember, you are more powerful than you believe, and any other idea is a hallucination. Do not accept any ideas from anyone that you can't create the life that you want. You're the one that gets to decide what goes in your head, and what goes in your head is going to form what comes out in your life. So have a beautiful day. Download my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. 6 years ago, I hypnotized myself, or I started to hypnotize myself. I did it more than once, and I did it almost every single day for the last 6 years. And what I did is I started to brainwash myself for success and prosperity. I recorded a hypnosis that I listened to every single day, and I started to change my stories. I had a hallucination. I had spiritual amnesia, that I wasn't good enough, smart enough, that I couldn't create success at my own unique path. And guess what? It was blocking me from being truly happy. It was blocking me from having freedom because I was always stressed that this wouldn't work out. And guess what? I wasn't fulfilling my mission on earth, which was to inspire millions of people. Well, I started hypnotizing myself and my life changed. And you can download that down below, jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below. It's totally free. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you already subscribed, make sure you hit the bell notification or else you won't get notified for videos. Comment down below, I'm more powerful than I believe, and if you haven't yet, make sure that you check out our brand new software. It's called The Second Mind, and it's a software that we designed to literally rewire your brain, because every time you have thoughts, what happens is you wire the neurocircuitry of your brain, so it becomes increasingly difficult to change our lives because our brain gets wired in certain ways. So if you go to thesecondmind.com right there down below, you can demo the Second Mind software. Have a beautiful day. You are more powerful than you believe. And so what are you going to do with that power?